This text you shared about discovering the will of God, it really got me thinking, like you're wrestling with finding true fulfillment, right?
Yeah.
Not just like checking things off a to-do list.
Right.
And it seems like the text points to aligning with this force, like this divine will. But the way it describes God's will, it's almost
Overwhelming.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
this vast, like inexhaustible ocean. What do you think about that analogy?
Well, I think what really gets me about the ocean metaphor is how it captures just how limitless God's will is.
Okay.
Think about it. The ocean is always there. It's constantly moving, always more than we can grasp.
Yeah.
It's not some finite list of rules, but this boundless energy, this life force constantly ebbing and flowing.
Right.
And just like the ocean, we receive from it according to the vessel we bring, right?
Yeah.
Our capacity for faith and love, just like the text says.
So our faith and love determine how much we can actually take in, like the size of our boat on this vast ocean.
Exactly.
That's a really powerful image. And speaking of capacity, the text also mentions how nothing material can really satisfy us, the human heart.
Yes.
And I've felt that.
Right.
Like I can achieve a goal and still there's this emptiness. What's going on there?
Well, it's like we're wired for something more,
Yeah.
The text seems to suggest that all our desires, and they're not bad in themselves, they're pointing us toward this deeper yearning.
Okay.
We try to fill the void with, possessions, achievements, even relationships.
Right.
But true, lasting fulfillment, that seems to be about connecting with something beyond the material.
It's like reaching for a glass of water when you're actually thirsty for the entire ocean.
Exactly.
But how do we even begin to align ourselves with this divine will? The text talks about prioritizing it above our own desires, which I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty daunting to me.
It definitely is a journey of surrender and trust, for sure. Think about a sailboat on the open ocean for a moment.
Oh.
The sailor, they can fight against the wind, right?
Yeah.
But they make real progress when they adjust their sails to actually harness its power.
Okay.
And that might mean changing course, letting go of some control, which can be scary.
Yeah.
But in surrendering to that larger force, I think that's where true freedom lies. Have you ever experienced anything like that, where letting go led to something unexpected?
Wow. That really makes you think. Okay. Last question. This text keeps coming back to faith, calling it, it calls it the measure and the entrance to really tapping into God's will. What's the significance of that?
I find that wording so powerful. The measure, to me, it suggests that our faith, it determines our capacity to receive.
Yeah.
Just like a larger vessel holds more water, right?
Yeah.
And then the entrance, it implies that faith is the key that unlocks the door to actually experiencing the fullness of God's will. Diving into that vast ocean of potential that's out there.
This whole idea of the present moment being the entrance point, that's resonating with me. This has been amazing. This whole conversation has been eye-opening, really. We went from this kind of overwhelming image of an ocean to these practical ways that we can align ourselves with something so much larger than us.
And if you're ready to take that dip, to test those waters, just ask yourself, what small step can you take today to set sail and see where this journey leads?
I'd love that.